The following segment contains sponsored content. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and not those of Nexstar Media Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.
Welcome back to Loving Living Local. I'm Gretchen Wirtz. And it may be cold outside, but we're talking about air conditioning today because it's very important. We've got some big news here. We have got Nick Muscianti from Muscianti Heating and Cooling here with us today. Thank you so much for being here.
Good to see you, Gretchen.
It is good to see you. So it is winter, but it is a very important time to kind of talk about this because we need to maybe get some people ready for what you're about to tell us here.
Yes, I will be the bearer of the news. So there is a new refrigerant coming into play. The EPA has mandated a refrigerant change. So with that will come newer products, newer installation techniques. So that means price increases.
For everybody. Okay, so what if you have an old system that you've been maintaining and doing all the right things and maybe getting it filled? What happens? What do we?
So no need to panic just yet.
Yeah.
We'll still be able to get the standard refrigerant parts and components. We'll be able to keep servicing your existing units for years to come. This transition is just something that's going to happen slowly and gradually, and it is a phase-out type transition. So over time, the end goal is to get the current refrigerant, stop manufacturing, stop using it, and new stuff.
Is it bad, the old refrigerant?
So the EPA judges refrigerants based on their global warming potential, so their GWP. So the current refrigerant is R410A, and it has a decent effect on the environment.
Okay.
So the newer refrigerants coming out have a lower GWP, which is more environmentally friendly.
So that's why we're doing it. Okay.
Yes.
So if you do still need to get filled up on the old, I mean, that's even more expensive. That's more expensive too, right?
It is. As time goes on, it will get more and more expensive. They will quit manufacturing it, and then they will offer a recycled version. And again, overall, they will price it out of the market.
Okay. So what should people do? I mean, if you're, we're already a few months, away from summer here, but what should people start thinking about depending on how old their system is or what?
Yeah, so I would think, if you're at that half-life, you're good. We start to get concerned when the system is towards the end of its life. If you're having to regularly add refrigerant to it, that's not a good thing. If you're building a new home, this is something that we would push you to use, just because of the direction that everything's going.
When will that cutoff be where that's all they'll be selling is?
So that's hard to say.
Okay.
The new mandate has taken effect this year. Judging by past refrigerants and how it's happened in the past, for the next few years, we could start to see things get dwindle down. I can tell you that we are already having manufacturers that are only offering the new refrigerant. So again, this is kind of driving the price increase.
This new refrigerant, better for the environment. Is it also better for your home too? Does it offer any benefits?
The characteristics do not change very much.
So you won't notice much change at home.
The new refrigerant does require one thing that I think is a benefit. It requires an additional accessory to monitor if there's leaks or not in the system. So
that's a good thing. Okay.
If you do have leaks, it will notify you and shut the system off. So.
Okay. If you are ready to, how can we get a hold of you, Nick, over there at Muscianti?
So we love the phone ringing. So our phone number is always great. Website always works well. We can do online booking.
All right. Anyway. Check them out at MusciantiHVAC.com. Nick, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Stay warm. We'll be right back.
The preceding segment contains sponsored content. The opinions and views expressed belong to its sponsors and not those of Nexstar Media Incorporated, this station, or their affiliates or employees.